So y'all decided to stick around for the tea. Yes, this is tea. This is tea. I don't think I've ever posted something like this on my channel before, and it's about to get kind of deep, kind of serious. But I feel like this is the only way that I can truly express myself and truly just really speak on what's been going on with me and where I have been and what I'm doing now on this journey that I'm on, okay? So, some of my subscribers who have been around for a while, wait, I'm not feeling it. My bad, y'all. I had to fix my lighting because I was feeling like my lighting was a little bit off. Let me back up some. Okay, so like I was saying, some of you all who have been around, who watched some of my previous videos, know that one of the reasons that I got into trucking was because of I wanted to do something different. I wanted to switch industries. I had went through something traumatic and losing my mother. With losing my mother, I discovered that I have been diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and bipolar depression, anxiety, and at that time I was having insomnia issues and everything. It was just a traumatic situation. Well, after recovering from all of that and dealing with all of that, I kind of pushed past it. It did take me a while. It took me about 4 or 5 months to get a hold of myself, and that time is when I got into trucking, and I decided to get into trucking. So I think I'm gonna do a different story time on this, but my mother who passed away, that was my mother who adopted me, and she raised me since I was 6 months old. I wasn't in and out of foster homes or anything like that. My parents were my parents, and I still have a relationship with my biological parents. However, the relationship with my mom was not the best, to say the least. So I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of timeline, background stuff, so that y'all can understand how all of these events unfolded. So probably about 5 weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was good. I was straight. Like, everything, I didn't have no complaints. I was just good, living my life day to day. Y'all know what I do when my kids practice, and it was just that. And my husband had to have surgery, and when he came out of surgery, he stopped breathing. And this was like supposed to be like a little outpatient surgery. It was nothing, like, not no real big surgery. But when he came out of surgery, he stopped breathing, and he was placed on the ventilator, and he was in ICU for 5 days. So that was like the first thing that happened. And when that happened, it kind of like turned my world upside down. But after 3 days, once he started breathing on his own and everything like that, I kind of started getting okay. But I don't feel like that situation really triggered me in any type of way. And what I mean by that is, I don't feel like it triggered me emotionally or mentally or anything like that. Like, obviously I was upset. like hurt. Like, I wanted my husband to be okay, but I don't feel like it shot me into a different mindset. Okay. Well, my husband came home, everything was fine with him, and then maybe like 2 or 3 days later, his dad, my father-in-law, had a severe stroke. And my mom, who raised me, let's just call her Mama B so y'all don't get confused. Mama B had a really bad stroke in 2010 that changed her whole entire life, her whole entire way of living. So by my father-in-law having a stroke, it really was like, wow, like, because it paralyzed him on his right side, and then on top of that, like, my husband isn't an emotional guy. He doesn't really show his emotions, but I know that it was getting to him. So boom, dealing with that. However, I still, I was still working. I still was coming to work, and on Friday, this is like maybe 3 weeks ago, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm on my way back from Florida, just doing my thing or whatever, and my little sister texts me, and she asks me had I spoken to my mom, and we're gonna call my birth mom, we're gonna call her Natty B. So she texts me and she's like, hey, have you talked to mom? Because my other sister had posted something on IG about she just lost her mom. Now, I need y'all to understand the dynamics of this. We are all sisters. We all have the same mother, but we don't have, like, the best close relationship. So when she texted me this, I was like, it kind of threw me off, because last time I had talked to my mom probably was about 3 or 4 weeks ago, something like that. And so I didn't even hop on Instagram or anything like that, because I'm driving. I'm driving, so I'm not even about to. So once I see this text come through, I just instantly call my mom's phone, and my sister answers her phone, and all she could say was, sis, she's gone. She's gone. I'm like, what do you mean she's gone? Like, wait, what are you saying right now? She's gone where? Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, she's gone. She's in the morgue. And in that moment, it wasn't like I had this immediate reaction. I didn't have an immediate reaction. It was almost like I didn't know what to feel or how to feel. Again, I'm driving. I'm about 45 minutes away from home. And so I'm like, what happened? I'm asking her what happened. She's like, she doesn't know. She's still trying to figure it out. She doesn't know. She does not know. She does not know. She doesn't know. So I'm like, okay, I'm driving right now. When I stop, I'm going to call you back. So when I get off the phone with her, I kind of pause, because I'm like, it was the weirdest feeling, because again, me and my mom didn't have the best relationship, but at the end of the day, she's still my mother, and I still respected her as my mother. So it was like I was hurt, but it wasn't the same type of hurt that I felt when I lost Mama B. So I'm driving, and then it just kind of hit me, like, yo, like, what do you mean she's really gone? Like, and so then I just started to cry. Like, I just started to cry, and then by the time I made it back to the yard, I kind of tried to, like, shake myself back up, get back in the space that I needed to be in. So, here's the tea. When I finally speak to my sister, my mother had gotten arrested. All of this took place on a Friday. So my mother had gotten arrested the previous Tuesday. And the same day that she got arrested, she was complaining of stomach pains. Before she actually went to the jail, they brought her to the hospital. She had to have surgery. She had her gallbladder removed. And then they brought her back to the jail. when they brought her back to the jail, she was complaining of chest pains. And when she was complaining of chest pains, they brought her back to the hospital. But by the time she made it back to the hospital, she was already deceased. Now, here's the crazy part in all of this. We were never contacted. We were never contacted at all. Like, we were never contacted and told us, they never told us about the initial gallbladder surgery. They never told us that she was in the hospital. They never told us anything. We never got contacted about any of this. Even when my mom passed away, we still were not contacted. By the time we found out that my mom passed away, my mom was already at the morgue. And the way it was discovered that my mom passed away was because my sister went to her court date. Now, my mom, she was crazy. You know, she was about that life, really about that life. And me and my sister would always get on her case about doing stupid stuff or crazy stuff, like, you know. And so when she went to jail, my sister just took it as mama not calling me because she knows that I'm going to go off on her because this was dumb while she got arrested. Well, my sister knew when her court date was, so she went to court to go post a bond to get my mom out of jail. And when she got to court, my mother was not at court. So she asked the clerk, like, hey, where's my mom? And they were like, oh, they have her listed as admitted for the hospital. So she's like, what? Like, admitted in the hospital? What do you mean she's in the hospital? So after 2 whole days of going back and forth with the court, the jail, and the hospital is when we discovered that my mom had actually passed away. My mom did have an attorney. My mom's attorney wasn't even aware of all of this stuff that was going on. So basically, that's all that I can say about that because it is still under investigation. They ended up, the lawyer is working on it. The lawyer has all of this stuff going on. So boom, that's how my mom passed away, right? Or that's what's being said. So in the midst of trying to process this, it starts to affect me. Each day I feel myself getting a little bit more emotional, a little bit more in this depressive state, a little bit more. It's like I'm losing my drive. And on top of all of this, my mother was very popular in my city. And it's like I'm getting all these messages. I'm getting DMs. I'm getting comments. I'm getting all this stuff that's coming at me. And slowly but surely, it is bringing me down. It's dragging me down. It's weighing me down. And the thing about it is that people, you know, people will say, oh, I'm going through it. But it's one thing to be going through something that you can control, like financial problems. I feel like you can control that. If you don't have enough money, you can go get you another job, or you can go get you a second job, or you can, like, money, material stuff is stuff that you can control, right? But when it's stuff that you cannot control, that you cannot put your hands on and change, like, that's the worst. That's the hardest. That is literally the hardest. So, as I feel myself falling into this depressive state, I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to take my medicine. Let me start taking my medicine. But I don't like taking my medicine because I feel like the medicine makes you like a zombie, and I'm not a zombie. Like, that's just not me. So all of a sudden, it was like the whole week was just a drag. Like, I didn't have no hustle to me. I did the bare minimum. When I came to work, I just did the bare minimum so that my expenses could be covered for the week and I didn't have to be in the hole. But other than that, I didn't do anything. And I said all of that to say is that I had to stop myself literally in my tracks and said, hey, Q, girl, get the F up. You got too much on the line. You have too much going on. You got too many little people depending on you. You cannot fall back into that depressive state. You cannot let this defeat you. You cannot let this take hold of you. And see, before, when I lost Mama B, I wasn't strong enough. I didn't have that mentality to stop myself in the tracks and say, nope, shake back. Shake back. Nope. But now it's like I see the strength that I have gained, and I see what I have become, and it's a beautiful thing. It seriously is beautiful. Am I healed right now? Nope. I ain't even gonna come in here and tell y'all that I'm not still struggling. I am. But I'm just making the decision to be better. I'm making the decision to keep pushing forward, because if I lay around in my bed all day in the dark, that's not gonna do anything but cripple me. That's not gonna do anything but make me worse. And on top of that, I have, when I'm going through something, especially when it's emotionally or mentally, I shut out everybody. I do. I have to isolate myself. It's like I have to isolate myself so that I can regain my focus, so that I can get back to where I need to be. So that's why I am not on social media right now. I'm not on Facebook. I haven't deleted my pages or anything. I just took the apps off of my phone, because I had to take this time to recenter myself, to refocus myself, and get back to where I need to be. And so I know some people might be watching this who actually have like my personal number and everything. You probably been calling me, you probably been texting me, and I haven't been responding. So please don't take it personal. It's just, I'm just trying to be okay. I'm just trying to get back into a good headspace. I'm just trying to get back into an emotional space that is okay and healthy. And I don't even know what that means, but that's where I'm trying to be, you know, like that's just where I'm trying to be. So I guess you could say that is my life update, and that's just real. That's just me being 100% transparent. Like, you know, 100%, this is my life. And sometimes we have to deal with things that are beyond our control. And you can either make the decision to deal with it and move forward, or you can battle it in private and be hurt, sad, crying. But for me, it's like, y'all, I have too much stuff going on for myself. I had to make the decision to stop associating with some people. I don't do drama. I don't do mess. I don't do this superior type egos. I don't like dealing with people who, in my opinion, you feel like because you have this going on, or because you're here or there, you're superior and you can control people, or you can, and I'm saying all of this because I always say this in my previous videos. I am in pretty much every Facebook trucking group. Like in every trucking group on Facebook. And some of these trucking groups are drama filled. And what I mean by drama filled is like some people just feed off of drama. Like they feed off of unnecessary drama. They feed off of negativity. And then you have the other people who feel like they are just so superior that you know, they manipulate people. And then you have the people who allow these people to manipulate them. And it's hilarious to me because in real life, there's nobody in these groups that know me in real life, with the exception of maybe 4 or 5 people. But other than that, these people don't know me in real life. So you can't little girl me. You can't son me, because I am humble. I am so humble. I am so humble. But when I say I have credentials to back me up, when I say I have And that's the statement I have. And I'm going to just leave it at that. I have. So I don't allow anybody to little girl me. I don't allow anybody to manipulate me based off of social media. Like, it's social media. Get over yourself, please. But anyway, that's why I'm not on Facebook. That's why I've taken a step back, to just basically focus on everything that I have been going through, and just trying to get my focus back. So y'all pray for me. I am okay. I'm a lot better than I was about a week ago. I can honestly say that. So y'all just pray for me. Y'all know how to hop in those comments. If y'all have anything to say, I would appreciate it. And if you have not, check out the first part of this video if you are here for the trucking updates, because that's all in the first part of this video. So with that being said, thank y'all for tuning in. It's your girl, I'm Beauty Pushing a Beast, and y'all be blessed.